Have you ever wondered why bread is so soft and fluffy? What makes it rise?
The secret is tiny yet powerful yeast. Today we will be showing you how to make bread.
Let's get baking! The ingredients that we need are margarine, flour, sugar, milk, salt, yeast, egg yolk, and powdered milk.
The tools that we are going to use are a baking mat, mixer, mixing bowl, baking dish, scale, rolling pin, brush, spatula, and a cover cloth.
Here are the steps. First, let's weigh our ingredients. We'll start with 306 grams of flour and add it to a big bowl. Next, measure 16 grams of powdered milk and pour it into the bowl. Now add 40 grams of sugar and put it in the bowl, followed by a pinch of salt.
In another bowl, we combine an egg yolk with 125 grams of milk, mix it well with a fork. Then, we pour this mixture into the dry ingredients. Now, let's mix it with a mixer until the dough becomes smooth and elastic. If you're using a stand mixer like we are, set it to low speed and let it knead for about 15 to 20 minutes. If the dough is too sticky, you can add a little more flour, but not too much. Otherwise, the bread might turn out dense.
Once the dough is ready, we scale 52 grams of margarine and 4 grams of yeast. Then we add them to the dough.
Now, we mix again for 20 minutes until the dough is fully developed and ready for the next step. At this stage, the dough might look sticky, but don't worry, as we continue mixing, it will become smoother and easier to work with.
Now we let the dough rest for 45 to 60 minutes. The yeast will keep working, making the dough rise.
1 hour later.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Before we shape the dough, we spray some oil onto the baking mat. This prevents sticking and makes it easier to work with. Now it's time to shape our dough. Now we roll out the dough using a rolling pin. Start from the center and gently press outward, rolling in all directions to create an even thickness. Once it reaches the right size, we smooth out the edges to keep it even. Now, we carefully transfer it into the baking dish, making sure it fills the corners evenly. Once it's ready, we let it rest before moving on to the next. Cover the baking dish with a cloth and let it rest for 1 hour. This allows the dough to rise even more, creating a softer texture. Look at how the dough has perfectly risen, ready for the next step.
Let's start baking!
We preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Preheating is important because it ensures even baking and helps the bread rise properly.
Carefully place the dough in the oven and let it bake for 60 minutes. During this time, the heat activates the yeast for the final rise, while the crust slowly turns golden brown.
Once it's beautifully golden brown, we take it out and let it cool before serving. Almost ready to enjoy. Look at this golden fluffy bread. Let's add a little margarine on top to make it glossy and delicious.
So, that's the secret of fluffy bread fermentation. Try this at home and taste the magic of science.